If you want to build a landing page that actually converts, I'm talking about more sales, more leads, or maybe for you, maybe all you want is predictable growth, then pay close attention. Because in this video, I'm going to be revealing the step-by-step process that I use to build funnels that have actually generated 7 figures for my client. But here's a part that usually causes a lot of controversy. One of the strategies I'm going to reveal is so effective that half my clients says it feels like cheating, and the other half, they swear it has completely changed their business around. And if you watch this video till the end, you'll discover exactly what that strategy is. And you can decide for yourself whether it's the strategy you're willing to use. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell. Let's jump right into it. You see, a lot of business owners come to me after spending thousands of dollars driving traffic from Meta to their landing page or their sales page. And for some of them, after losing a lot of money, they come to me and say, hey, Dan, how can you help? And 9 times out of 10, when I look at their page, it instantly jumps at me. And sometimes I wonder, isn't it so obvious to you? Because some of them, they see some pages online on the internet and they say, hey, I want to model that. I want to model this. But you see, to build a landing page that converts, it boils down to just 2 frameworks. All you need is a landing page that looks similar to this. Really? So what are the first things you need for a landing page? The headline. Pretty much that's the first thing you need. Now, the second thing is this. Either an image or a video. And the last one is the good old CTA button. If you have testimonials and whatnot for landing pages, you could just add all of those things. So some people, they use logos. So these are things you could add. But if you want to look at just the most basic element for this exact framework, is the headline, the video or the image, and your call to action button. Now, the second framework looks quite similar to this, really. I'm going to draw that here. Now, it follows the exact same pattern. We're going to have our headline. I'm just going to use a wiggle line, right? So that represents the headline. And the next one is a sub-headline. Now, the next thing that follows after the headline, the sub-headline, is the good old CTA button. And then we have either our image or a video. Now, these are the only frameworks you need to build a landing page that converts exceedingly well. The reason why this works is this. This is the segment of your page where 100% of people will land on. But guess what? Statistics shows that 60% of people never scroll down below this page. That means that if you have 1,000 people land on your page, 600 of them will never scroll below this. Now, the question is this. Now that we've already established the fact that this is the framework you should build all your landing pages around, the important question is this. What would you write on it? What is going to be the headline? What is going to be the image you use? What's going to be the video? What about the CTA button? What is going to be the testimonials or the logos of other companies that you've worked with? Because this part is where a lot of business fails, because they could get the first one right. But if you miss the second one, everything falls apart. Because to make this work, here's the one thing that matters. You need one big idea. That's what you need. One big idea. Let's say, for example, you are a dentist. A big idea for you will probably be to give a free teeth whitening. That will get people to want to come into your office, give them the free stuff, and then you can later upsell them. But the question is this. How do you know exactly what your big idea is for your business? Because like I said, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, running traffic or driving traffic to your funnel, only to find out that your page or your ladder to success is leaning against the wrong building, right? So you need to verify that. And the best way to do this is to know your audience better than they know themselves. But how can you achieve this? Especially for people who are just starting out. That can actually be a difficult thing to accomplish. The best way to do this that I know, and this is a tool used in our agency, is Perplexity. Perplexity is an AI tool similar to tools like ChatGPT and Cloud AI. But the difference with Perplexity is this. It looks at real data, like the actual conversations people like your audience are having in forums like Reddit and even YouTube comments, down to Facebook pages and groups. He pulled out information where they talk about, where they feel relaxed to talk about things amongst themselves. It crossed through those pages and dig out the most important information about them. What kind of desires do they have? What are they frustrated about? What are the language they're using to describe their struggles? All of this information, Perplexity will put it out for you. And I want to show you exactly how that looks like. Now, this is the perfect example. It says, hey, I'm a marketer who's launching a done-for-you service for business owners who want to grow and scale their business. I help them generate traffic via ads or Meta and use AI system to streamline and optimize the conversion rate from the traffic I get. Now, I went on to describe an example of what that looks like. But here's the important part. I would like you to look through forums where these types of business owners interact with each other to help me dig deeper into the desires, their pains, and their objections. It goes through different kinds of forums. Look at this. I will search forums like Reddit and Facebook groups where business owners discuss growth plans, desires, and market objections. You can see the links where he went in to pull those information from. Like even YouTube videos that he searched to get the information it needed. All of this information here, this is exactly why Perplexity is a really, really good tool for this, for research. It tells you exactly what their pain point is. So for example, the primary pain point business owners experience is this: high cost per lead without guaranteed quality. You let me know, because most of my viewers are business owners. Let me know if this is wrong. Leads don't show up to booked calls. There's slow or non-existent follow-up. And it keeps going. And if you look at this, you can see links here. These are links where if you click on this, it's going to take you to the exact place where it got the information from. So you can go and verify yourself if that information is correct. Here's the important one. This is the one I really love so much. It doesn't just bring out its own summaries. It also helps you know the exact language to use. Right, look at this. Will the lead actually convert, or is it just more expensive traffic? The exact verbiage. My sales team isn't equipped to handle an influx of leads. Now, the reason why getting the exact verbiage is really, really good is because I could just lift this exact verbiage and put it as the headline. That's it. For example, here we could be, hey, equip your sales team to handle influx of leads. Yeah? I probably want to tighten that up a bit, but just looking through this, the exact verbiage could give you a good sense of the kind of copy you should use. And once you have all this data, here's what I want you to do. I want you to lift the key things, the things that jump at you, put them in a different document. The pain points, the words they use to describe their feelings, just put them in a different document. Now, instead of just jumping right into creating the headline or making the image or the video or the CTA, hold on. Now, remember in the intro where I talked about a strategy where half my client feels cringed about, but the other half, they're so excited and can't believe that this tool is available. I'm about to review that right now. You don't want to just pick a random idea in the document that you've just compiled and just run it. Because again, like I said, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars only to figure out that your ladder of success is leaning against the wrong building. So you need to verify. That's the key word here. You need to verify that whatever big idea you're lifting to use on your landing page is actually the idea that most people would most likely resonate with. And the best way to achieve this is looking at what your competitors are doing. And the best tool to help you achieve this is Facebook Ad Library. Now, most business owners don't know this, but every ads that run on Meta, which is formerly known as Facebook, they have a library of all of these things. And here's why this is really important. And I'm just going to search a random person. I don't have someone in my head at the moment. But you know what? Let's push Robert. Oh, Robert Kiyosaki. Let's check out all the ads he has been running over the last couple of weeks. And here's where this exact strategy works so well. You don't want to look at the ads that's running today. Like we see here, we have December 18. This was launched literally yesterday. But you want to scroll down, look for ads that have been running for quite some time, maybe a month, 2 or 3 months. Because if they're spending that much money for over a span of 3 months, then it tells you that that page behind the ads is working really well. So you want to look for that. I'm assuming Robert Kiyosaki is your competitor, which might not be the case for you, but what you want to do is look for your competitor. Type in their name here. They should display if they're running ads. Look through this. You do exactly what I'm talking about here. We'll keep scrolling. Now, this has been running since the 26th of June. That's over 6 months. Now, if this ad has been running for this long, it sure means that it's doing so well. Now, look at this. What do we have here? This is a beautiful, following the exact same structure we've just talked about. The headline, the subheadline, the call to action, and then a picture to the right-hand side. And what does it say? The proven formula for your first profitable investment property. And here's the important thing here. Robert has been running this ad for over 6 months. It tells you something. People are looking for a proven formula to buy their first property. There's a lot of market for this. This is what this is telling you. So you look back to your sheet of big idea and find out, is there anything like that? You tick that. You've just verified that works. And then keep going. So what's the sub-headline about? Inside this free guide, you will learn exactly how to find your first profitable property, even if you've never invested before. If I've done this research for real estate, I'll probably have found this exact verbiage, because guess what? A lot of people would be on Reddit trying to Google, hey, how can I invest in real estate without losing my money? What are the things I need to check? And the discussion will go back and forth on Reddit. Another thing you could do, once you've discovered that, hey, you need to focus on first-time buyers, you can do the exact same process. Go back to Perplexity and say, hey, I want to launch an offer for first-time buyers in real estate industry. Find out exactly what their fears are, right? What their desires. What kind of words will I use to overcome their objections? And tell you, Perplexity will go do those research, pull out the data, and it'll give you a really, really good one. This right here is how I go about building funnels that generate millions of dollars and convert exceedingly well. Just following this exact same principle. And if you do this exactly as I've described, you're going to significantly increase your chances of success. I do hope you loved this video. If you did, do smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.